G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today I'm going to show you how to build my awesome Mason's Stoneyard, which is just a fancy name for the house that your Mason is going to live in. So if you're not using a villager trading hall and you just let your villagers roam around the village, then this is home sweet home for your Mason. So let's take a bit of a look around. So over here we have a big pile of materials for the mason to build with, but he's just dumped on his front yard. Here we have a sled for transporting heavy blocks around all over the place so he doesn't break his back. We've got a barrel full of pebbles and smaller stones. We've got a big crane for moving some of the other heavy stuff. And here is the workroom. So you have all your stone cutters in here. A little place to have a cup of tea, have a rest, and then just some storage. And then we can come into the main room of the house, so that's the work area. And this is the living area, so we have a kitchen for doing some cooking, table for sitting down, just a few decorations, shelves and things. And then out here we have a lovely little bedroom. And if you look down in the video description, you will actually find two materials lists. The first one will be to build everything that you can see right here, but maybe you don't want to build the decorative version of the house. Maybe you want a much more useful version, so there will be a second materials list to build everything you can see in this one. And the difference is here we can actually trap our masons so they can't escape out of here. Even this, they won't cross this because there's a great big hole underneath and they think they're going to fall down. So they'll stay in this area and you can come in here and have up to 4 masons and go ahead and trade with them. If you want more masons, you can just throw down a few more stone cutters. But this version of the build is much more functional. And you could probably tell by the length of the video that this is going to be a long tutorial. There is lots and lots and lots of detail in this build, like some crazy shading in the walls up there. So strap yourself in and let's get started. And before I forget, this is how the build looks without shaders, just so you know up front what you're buying. Everything always looks much better in the shaders. Alrighty, we're going to begin by marking out the area we need to build this, and we're going to do that just by placing a dirt rectangle on the ground. And this rectangle is 31 blocks by 37, and the front entrance will be on one of the 31 block long walls. And just be mindful when you're deciding where to place that in your world. This part of the roof will extend a little bit over the edge of that border. So this block and the button will be sticking out. So just make sure you don't have another building in the way. And also if you're not building the fence around the front of the build, then you'll have a couple of extra blocks of space. Okay, looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to the back right-hand corner. So just over here. And we're going to remove 17 blocks starting with that one right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And where those dirt blocks were, we're just going to place 17 of these smooth stone slabs. And then just next to the second one in, we're going to place a stripped spruce log, and we'll do the same right there. Okay, we'll return to the back right-hand corner and we're going to add 24 more of these smooth stone slabs. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. And then we're going to add a stripped spruce log just next to the second last one. Okay, grab some stone bricks and we're going to place 2 right there, then 1, 2, 3 stone, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dirt, back to 3 stone, and then 2 stone bricks again, and then just behind the final stone brick we'll place our stripped spruce log, and then switch to smooth stone slabs, and we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And on the end we'll place 2 azalea leaves, then a stone brick, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dirt blocks. We'll do another stone brick and then a jungle leaf, and then place 3 smooth stone slabs, and you should connect right there. And we'll build another rectangle, so come along to this jungle leaf. Next to that we'll do 2 smooth stone slabs, then a jungle leaf and an azalea leaf, and then we're going to place 8 more slabs, so 2, 4, 6 and 8, and you should connect right here, and you can just place a stripped spruce log next to the second last one, and then come along to our 2 azalea leaves. Next to the one on the left, we're just going to place our smooth stone slabs all the way until we connect to the dirt, and then grab azalea leaves. We'll place 2 right there, and then you can just run your slabs all the way along until we connect to that one. Now, looking from the front of the build, come along here, we're going to place 2 stripped spruce logs, and then on this side we're going to place 2 mangrove logs. Okay, come along to the biggest of your 2 rectangles and come inside. And what I want you to do is behind this dirt, we're going to place another line of dirt, just the same length. And then over here behind this dirt, we're going to do the same thing, just add another line of dirt. Now what we're going to do is connect our 4 spruce logs that we have in each corner. And we're going to do this with a random mixture of stone bricks and stone. So you can place these however you like. So we've just connected those. Now we'll turn the corner, connect this, and just do this all the way around this larger rectangle. So this is how you should look when you're done with your stone and stone bricks. Just running around doing a full lap connecting our spruce logs. So now we're going to do the same thing inside of the smaller rectangle, but we're not going to place any stone against the dirt. So you'll start right here just on the inside. Just place your random mixture of stone and stone bricks. And we'll do the same over here. So starting in between those mangrove logs, just run these down to here. Turn the corner where this one is, and then just keep going until you connect right there. So this is how you should look when you're done. Just double check that you've done that correctly. Then staying inside of this smaller rectangle, come along to our line of dirt, and we're just going to add 2 more dirt to the side of this. So just run those all the way along like that. Then you can come inside the large rectangle, and we're just going to fill the entire thing in with dirt. And once that's filled in, I want you to swing around to the left-hand side of the build. And in this corner, we'll place 3 dirt, and we'll do the same thing in that corner. And then I want you to run dirt all the way up here until we connect, then skip 2 blocks. And after those 2, you can place 2 more dirt. Then for the rest of the area inside of this rectangle, we're just going to fill it in with a random mixture of stone and stone bricks. Okay, once that's done, come back to the front of the build and come along to these 5 dirt blocks. So on each end, we're going to place another dirt with a spruce stair in front. And then on the side of this one, we'll do 2 smooth stone slabs, and we'll do 2 on that side. Now grab stone bricks and stone, and we'll go brick, stone, and brick. And on this side, we'll do a stone, then a brick, 2 stone, and a brick. And just behind each of our spruce stairs, we are going to place a spruce slab. And behind those, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 spruce planks. And we'll do the same here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then in between our stairs, we're going to place a polished tuff slab, then 2 tough brick slabs, and then just on top of that dirt, we'll do another polished tuff, and then 2 tough bricks. Then with polished tuff blocks, we'll place 2 there, then a tough brick. Then behind these slabs, we'll just repeat that. So 2 polished tuff and a tough brick. And behind that, we'll do 1 polished and 2 bricks. Now swing around to this side. with some signs. I'm using spruce signs, but it doesn't matter. Just place 3 along there, and then we're going to dig out 2 blocks 3 times just below our signs. And you can replace that dirt with a jack-o'-lantern, so we'll get a bit of light shining up here and nothing spawns down there. Then I just want you to hold shift and place 3 brown carpet on top of those signs. And this is just to stop mobs from entering our house. They won't walk over the carpet, they'll see the hole instead and think they can't cross it. So now grab some dirt blocks and we're going to place 2 right there and 2 right there. And now we're going to build a rectangle in here. So I want you to come out 2 blocks from that dirt. Then we'll place 1 in the corner. And then we're just going to run our rectangle all the way down to this corner and stop right there. You can place another dirt block in that corner and turn the corner like that. So that's how our corners should look. We're going to do the same thing over here. Just do 1 diagonally out on the corner. Then you can run this all the way, back to the front. Place a dirt block in the corner and connect like that. Okay, now you can swing around to the left-hand side of the build and come along to where we have these 2 dirt blocks. Just on top of those, place 2 spruce slabs with 2 spruce planks behind them. Now next to the planks, we'll go 1, 2, 3 oak logs, and then just behind this one, we'll do another 1, 2, 3 with a dirt block on the end. And on this side of our planks, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oak logs. And then we're just going to place 4 dirt right there. Now back to your spruce planks in this corner, just place 6 of them like that. Then not a log, we want a jack-o'-lantern right there. And then you can just go ahead and fill the rest of this in with your spruce planks. Okay, once that's filled in, I want you to turn around and look at the dirt we have here. We're going to place a stripped spruce log on that dirt. And another one right there, and then just in between them we're going to place 5 upside down spruce stairs, then come to the opposite side and do another 5 upside down stairs. Then grab your oak logs again, we're going to place 2 on the dirt right there, and on this side we're just going to place a log on every single block of dirt. Okay, we're going to build inside of this large dirt rectangle. So looking from the front, I want you to come along to the back left-hand corner and we'll place a dirt block right there with a stripped oak log in front, then 1, 2, 3 dirt blocks, then 2 stripped oak, then place a dirt block on the end and we're just going to run those all the way along like that. Then on the back wall, we're just going to place a line of our stripped oak all facing in the same direction, then turn toward the front of the building. And we'll do another line of them like that. Okay, we're going to keep building in this area. So look toward the front of the build and then turn to your left. And just along here, we're going to place 5 dirt blocks and then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped bamboo. And beside that, we'll do 4 dirt. And we'll do that again and again. Then we're going to do 2 stripped bamboo, a dirt block and a jack-o'-lantern. Then we're going to place 5 bamboo like that. And then looking in this direction, we're going to fill in the rest of this floor with our stripped oak. And now we're going to fill in this other rectangle. So looking from the front of the build, come along to the back right-hand corner, place in 2 smooth sandstone with a dirt block. In front of this sandstone, place a smooth sandstone stair. Then you can dig up that and place a jack-o'-lantern. And we're just going to surround our jack-o'-lantern with the smooth sandstone stairs. So just make a little loop. Then just to the left of this, we're going to run a line of our stripped oak logs all the way to the front. Then in this gap, we'll do 2, another 2, and 2 again. Then we're going to place 6 dirt in front. And then we'll just fill this in with our stripped oak logs. And now we're going to build in the smaller rectangle. So looking from the front again, come along to the dirt at the back and we're going to leave that one alone. But we're going to pick up the other 4, then place 2 stripped oak logs with another 2 and another 2. And then this one we're just going to run all the way until we connect at the front. Just beside this we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped oak logs with a dirt, then 2 of our oak and a dirt, and that dirt can have a crafting table on top. Then look from this side and we'll place in a chest beside it. We might as well place these now because we can use them while we're building. So now, looking back at this rectangle, come along to the end and look to the side, and we'll place 3 stripped bamboo with another 3. Then look in this direction and we'll do 2 bamboo, another 2 and another 2. Then look this way and we'll do 3 and 3. Then finally look in this direction and we're just going to fill in the rest of the floor with our stripped oak logs. Alrighty, come along to this carpet we have at the front. Each side of that we're going to place 3 waxed copper grates, and on the front side of these we're going to place 3 acacia trapdoors. So place them at the top of the block and flick them down. Then on top of our grates we'll do 2 smooth quartz with 3 smooth quartz slabs just against the top half of them. Then 2 upside down smooth quartz stairs and 3 more slabs in the middle. Then just next to our grates we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped mangrove, and we'll do that on each side. Now come through your doorway and over here where our sandstone is, I want you to look at this dirt block right here. Just on top of that we'll do 4 smooth quartz blocks, and then just over here there's another dirt block by himself. We'll do another 4 smooth quartz there, and then we'll just connect them at the top with 4 upside down smooth quartz stairs. Then on the left hand side we're going to hold shift and place 3 acacia trapdoors with another 3, and you can flick all of those down. Then come in here and look toward the front of the building. We're going to do the same thing right here. So hold shift, place 3 of our trapdoors. Then against the middle trapdoors here we're going to do that again. Just place 3 and flick them all down. So that's a sliding door for our doorway. Alright, so looking in the same direction I am, so we're looking toward the back of the building. Just next to these quartz we're going to place 4 white concrete. Then next to these quartz we're going to do 2 bone blocks and then a single one right next to it. On top of this first one we'll do 2 white concrete, then 3, and then 4. And then on the end here we're going to do a sand, then a smooth sandstone, and then 2 bone blocks. Okay, now you can come to the front entrance, and on the left hand side next to the mangrove we're going to place 1, 2, 3 smooth sandstone. This one will have 2 bone blocks on top, and then this one will have 3. And on the right hand side next to this mangrove we're going to start with 2 stripped birch logs. This one will have a sand on top. Then with smooth sandstone we'll place 2 like that. Then 2 bone blocks, and we'll finish with a white concrete in the corner. So we're just adding some shading to our walls. Okay, we're going to swing around to the right hand side of the build. And starting just next to that stripped birch we're going to place another stripped birch facing straight up. Then a sand, then a smooth sandstone. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3 bone blocks all lying on their side. On the end of that we'll do a dirt, then a white concrete, and then another dirt. Then back to your white concrete next to this sand we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a sand block on the end. And on top of that sand block we just placed, do a smooth sandstone with 2 bone blocks, and next to those 3 spruce planks. Then look over to these bone blocks here, we'll do another 3 spruce planks. Now on the other side of the bone blocks we're going to do 3 white concrete with another 3 beside them, then 3 spruce planks. And look over to these blocks here and we'll do 3 spruce planks like that. Then you can come to the inside of the build, and what we're going to do here is just place trapdoors in here. So bamboo trapdoors, we're going to place 3 levels of them, just holding shift so you can place them on top of the others, and then flick them all up. And we'll do the exact same thing for this window. And once your windows are in, you can come back to the front, and we're going to swing around to the left hand side. And starting just in front of the crafting table, we'll do a sand, then a stripped birch wood. That's the one with the bark texture on every side. Then a stripped birch log, 2 sand, 2 smooth sandstone, a bone block, and a white concrete. Now on the other side of this white concrete, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more white concrete. Then we'll do a dirt block, then a sand, and then 2 stripped birch logs. Then on top of the stripped birch, we're going to place 2 more sand, then 1, 2, 3 smooth sandstone, then 1, 2, 3, 4 bone blocks, and then we're just going to fill up the rest of this with white concrete. So place 2 layers there, and then a 3rd layer across the top. And you can come back to where your crafting table and chest are. What I want you to do is hold shift and we'll place 3 bamboo trapdoors there, and then another 3 right there, and you can flick them all up like that. Then on top of this log, we're going to do a sand with a smooth sandstone on top and 2 more right there. Then up here we'll do a bone block, then 2 bone blocks, then 1 and 1, 2, and then we'll just fill in the rest of this with our white concrete. So that's how you should look when you're done. Okay, now we'll swing around to the back of the building, and starting next to this sand, we're going to do 2 sand right there with a smooth sandstone, and then a bone block. And on this side, we're going to begin with 2 stripped birch with a sand on top and then a smooth sandstone. Now grab some sand, we're going to place 1 right there, then a smooth sandstone, then 2 bone blocks lying on their side. Then we'll do 2 smooth sandstone and another sand. Now grab spruce planks, we'll place 3 on that side and then 3 on that side, and we're going to come to the inside of the building and just build another bamboo trapdoor window. So hold shift, place 3 layers of our trapdoors and flick them all up. And once your window's in, I want you to come around to the left-hand side of the building, and we're just looking at these 2 spruce planks with the slabs in front. So each side of these planks, we're going to place 3 smooth quartz, and then we're going to place 2 upside down smooth quartz stairs. Then come to this side and we'll place 2 birch doors in there, and you can open them both up. Now on this side, we're going to place 2 bone blocks, then a white concrete, and next to that we'll do a sand, a smooth sandstone with a bone block on top. And we'll swing around to the left, and next to that sand, we're going to place another sand with a stripped birch wood right next to it. So that's the one with all the bark texture. Next to that, we'll do 2 stripped birch logs and another one down there. They will have sand on top and then a smooth sandstone right there. Now on top of the stripped birch wood, we're going to hold shift, place 2 bamboo trapdoors and flick them both up. Next to that, we'll do 2 spruce planks, and then we're going to place jungle trapdoors like that and, whoops, close them both. Okay, you can come back to our doorway, and then just next to these smooth quartz, we'll do 2 white concrete, then a bone block, then 1, 2, 3, 4 smooth sandstone with 2 bone blocks right there, and then we'll just fill up that gap with white concrete. And then we'll turn the corner again, and just on top of this dirt block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 dirt blocks. So that's poking up 1 block above everything else. And next to that pillar of dirt, we'll do a smooth sandstone, then a sand, then a stripped birch log with a sand on top and a smooth sandstone right there. Then hold shift, place 2 bamboo trapdoors and flick them up. Then we'll do our 2 spruce planks, and once again we'll place our jungle trapdoors like that and close them both. Okay, we're going to come right around here to the left-hand side of the build, and starting on this oak log, we're going to place a sand block right there, then 2 smooth sandstone, then 2 bone blocks with a white concrete in the corner. Then on top of this log, we're going to place another 3 stripped spruce logs. And where this stripped spruce is, we're going to place another 3 on top. Then back to your bone blocks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that, 3 white concrete. And while we're here, you can just add an extra bone block right there. Now grab your bamboo trapdoors, come to the inside, and we're going to place another window. So just hold shift and place in your 3 layers of trapdoors and go ahead and flick them all up. And once that's done, we're just going to fill in this wall here, but we'll do it from the outside of the building looking in. So on top of this bone block, we're going to do 2 white concrete, then 2 more just there, and then 2 spruce planks. In this gap, we're going to hold shift, place our bamboo trapdoors. Then against the plank, we'll do our 2 jungle trapdoors like that, and close them both. Now grab a smooth sandstone, we're going to place it right there, with a bone block on top and another one right there. And then we're just going to fill in the rest with white concrete, just like that. Okay, now I want you to climb up on top of this wall and come right to the end here. We're going to place a jack-o'-lantern there with 2 netherrack and then 2 mangrove planks. And if you come over to here where our dirt is sticking up, we're going to do pretty much the same thing. So a jack-o'-lantern there, 2 netherrack, then on the other side of this dirt we'll do a mangrove plank. Then we're just going to connect them along here, so we'll do 3 mangrove planks and then fill in the rest with stripped mangrove logs. And then you can come along to this wall on the end. So on top of this bone block in the corner we're going to do a netherrack, then a mangrove plank, and we'll do the same thing in this corner, netherrack and a mangrove plank. Then we'll do a stripped mangrove log lying on its side, then 2 planks, and then we're just going to fill in the rest with our stripped mangrove. And you can come along to this wall at the back. We're going to place a single mangrove plank, then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped mangrove with 2 planks on the end. And then we're going to connect this netherrack here to that plank. So we're going to start with a single stripped mangrove log, then 2 planks, then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped mangrove logs across the top. Okay, come back to the front of the building and come along to this white concrete in the front right-hand corner. And we're going to place a netherrack on that with 1, 2, 3 mangrove planks beside it. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped mangrove. Then 2 planks there. And then we'll place a third one just over the top of the window. Now I want you to run stripped mangrove logs all the way down here. When you get to the corner, just stop before you reach the bone blocks. And we're going to switch to mangrove planks. So place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped mangrove logs. We'll do a mangrove plank right there and 2 netherrack. And turning the corner, we're going to place 3 mangrove planks there. Then 3 stripped mangrove logs, a plank, then a log, then 3 more planks, 3 more logs, and we'll finish with 2 planks right there. And then on top of this wall in the center, we're just going to run stripped mangrove logs all the way across like that. Okay, now we're going to swing around to the left-hand side of the building, and we're going to place dirt on top of these walls. So we're going to start on top of this jack-o'-lantern at the back and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dirt, then a single mangrove plank, but then all the rest of this we're just going to cover with dirt. So run that all the way around until we get to that jack-o'-lantern, and then we'll place dirt right there as well. So we have 2 rectangles here. We want to come along to the smaller rectangle and look toward the front of the building. So the front is over there. What we're going to do is against the dirt, we'll place 1, 2, 3 upside down spruce stairs. And then here we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 spruce planks. Now those are the only planks. For the rest of this dirt, we're just going to place our upside down spruce stairs. And we'll also place them along there. So we've just done a little ring of this room with a random 4 planks in there. But this room is much, much easier. There's no planks. It's just upside down spruce stairs. So just place these all the way around. So when you're finished, you should look just like that. Alrighty, now we can come back to the main building. And we're just going to place dirt on top of all of the mangrove. So place it in the center right there. And then do a big ring of dirt all the way around here. And once you've put all of that dirt on top of the mangrove, grab some mangrove planks, and inside of this area, just against the dirt, we're going to do mangrove all the way around, just like that, and then come into this section and do the same thing. And that's how you should look when you're finished. So now come along to the smaller rectangle, so that's the back room of the house. Look toward the front, and what we're going to do is skip one plank, but against the second plank we're just going to do a line of mangrove planks, and then we'll do the same on that side. And we're going to do 2 cross beams in this section too, but these are going to be running in the other direction. So look from the side, skip a block and place in your planks, and then on this side skip a block and once again place in your planks. So you see they are running in different directions. So now in the front room here, grab some smooth sandstone slabs, and we're going to place a ring of them just against the top half of the mangrove planks right in the middle, and then place 2 there and 2 there, and then above this hole we're going to place a composter. And then for every other gap in the roof, we're just going to fill this in with our smooth sandstone slabs. So fill those in right there and do the same in the back room. Okay, now we can come over to this part of the building, and on top of all of this spruce, we're just going to place dirt blocks. So we're just running them over the top of the upside down stairs and the planks right there. And then we'll do the same in this room. So just on top of the spruce, place all of your dirt blocks. Now you can see this gap in the middle here. We're just going to plug that up with dirt. And then on the end of the building, starting right here, we're just going to run a line of dirt and finish right there. Now if you come along to the smaller rectangle, just against the dirt, we're going to place smooth sandstone again, but it is blocks this time, not slabs. And then in the larger rectangle, we are just going to begin by doing a rectangle around the outside. Then looking from the side, we're going to do a line of 3 with another one, and we'll do the same on that side. Then we're going to place spruce planks there, another one there, and then our smooth sandstone in the middle. And you can place a torch there to stop mobs spawning later. And if you come along to this section, you can place a torch in the middle there, and we'll do another one next to our composter. Alrighty, come along to the front of the building, and we're looking at that corner right there. So on the dirt in the corner, we'll place a spruce plank, and we're just going to place them along the top of the dirt. Then turn the corner, place 2 there. On the other side of the stairs, you can do another 2. Then swing around to this side of the build, and this is a bit different. So underneath our windows, we're going to place 5 podzol with a dirt block each side. So we'll do the same under this window. We'll do our 5 podzol with a dirt block each side. Then right in the middle of the wall, we'll do an extra dirt block. Then we're just going to fill up the gaps with 4 spruce planks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the back wall will be the same. So underneath the window, we'll do our 5 podzol with a dirt block each side. Then 2 spruce planks to fill up the gap, and 2 right there. Turn the corner again, and we're just going to do 2 spruce planks with a dirt on the end. Now on top of this dirt, we'll do 2 mangrove logs, then 2 stripped spruce with 2 dirt blocks on top. Come along to the next dirt block, we'll do a single mangrove, then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped spruce with a dirt block on top. Now for the next 3 dirt blocks on this wall, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped spruce with a dirt block. So we'll do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dirt blocks on both of those. Then grab spruce stairs, and against the top spruce log there, we're just going to place 4 stairs all upside down. And now you can swing back around to this side of the build, and on top of the dirt block right in the middle of the wall, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped spruce with a dirt block on top. Then come to the dirt block right on the end, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 strip spruce with an oak log on top and then a dirt block. So on this dirt block next to it, we'll do 1, 2, 3 strip spruce with an oak log on top. On the next dirt block, we're just going to place 4 strip spruce, and we'll do the same thing right there. And then on top of this dirt block, we'll do 2 strip spruce with 2 oak logs on top. And then we're going to swing back around to the front of the building. And once again, we're building on top of the dirt blocks. So we're going to place 5 strip spruce with a dirt block. And we'll do that 2 more times. So we'll do another 5 on that dirt and another 5 logs and a dirt block on top. Now grab your spruce stairs, and just like we did at the back against the top spruce log, well, this one's going to be an oak, but we'll place our 4 stairs upside down, then come back along to this corner, and that plank should actually have been a dirt block, so you can place a dirt in there, and on top of that we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mangrove logs with a dirt block on top. Now, just to the right of that mangrove log, you can see we have the stripped mangrove and the mangrove planks. Against the bottom half of those, we're just going to do a line of spruce slabs. And you can turn to the right, and we're just going to continue this line of slabs all the way around the building. So we're just placing them on the tops of those logs. And you can also swing around to the back and keep going just at the same height. When you get to the final section in here, switch to spruce planks and just place 2 planks right there. Okay, looking at the 2 planks we just placed, turn to the right, place a dirt block there, then 2 stripped spruce logs above the planks, then come around to this side of the dirt, we'll do an oak log right there, then a strip spruce, then continue to run your strip spruce all the way along until we connect to that dirt. Then against the dirt blocks, we're going to place 4 stripped spruce logs, and they will all have an oak button just on the front. So now we're going to turn the corner, grab your oak logs, and against that dirt, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then strip spruce, run that all the way to the dirt. Then we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 2 oak logs. When you hit the dirt, you can turn the corner, and we're just going to do stripped spruce all the way along. Turn the corner again, place it all the way in there, and then finish with 1 right there. So that's how you should look. Then at the front of the building, on this dirt, we'll do a strip spruce with a button, and the same on this side, so an oak button there. But for the 2 dirt blocks in the middle, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 4 right there. No button on the ends of those. Okay, looking from the front of the building, come along to this side room, and you can see these 2 mangrove logs. On top of this one on the right, we'll place 1, 2, 3 mangrove, then 2 strip spruce with a dirt on top. Then on top of this one, we'll do 1 mangrove and 1, 2, 3, 4 strip spruce with a dirt. Then on top of these 2 logs, it's the same. We're going to place 5 of our strip spruce with a dirt. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strip spruce and a dirt. Then swing around to this corner. We've got another log right here. We're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a dirt on top. Now grab spruce planks, and on this side wall, you can see the strip spruce here. Just above that, place a plank with a dirt block on top, and then just above this one, so against the mangrove there, place your plank with the dirt on top. Alrighty, come back to the front of the build, and just in this corner, just above our jungle trapdoors there, we're going to place 2 of our spruce slabs, and then we're just going to continue to run them at this height all the way around. So swing around to the side wall, place them all the way along there. Now at the back wall, we're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then leave a gap, and then place the rest all the way to the end. Okay, just above these slabs we just placed, we're going to do mangrove logs. So starting against that dirt, place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then right here, we're going to do a jungle leaf and another one in that gap we left earlier. Then against the jungle leaf there, we're just going to continue to run these mangrove logs all the way around, connecting our dirt blocks. When you get back to the front of the build, we're just going to place them all the way along here until we connect to that mangrove log. Now grab some mud brick walls, and in this gap here, place 4 of those. And in this gap here, place another 4. Then in the doorway, grab spruce trapdoors and just place 5 of them under the slabs. And then you can come over to this corner where our window is. Against the dirt on the left, we'll do an upside down spruce stair. And then I want you to look in this direction and place another upside down stair just so it wraps around and covers that dirt. Then each side of this window, we're going to do a spruce fence gate up the top, and you can open both of those up. Then grab azalea leaves, we'll place 1 there and another one just below with a flowering azalea leaf right there. Then diagonally from that leaf, we'll do 2 more azalea leaves. Okay, now we're going to swing around to the left-hand side, and just against these spruce planks we placed earlier, place 2 upside down spruce stairs. And then against the strip spruce on the ends, do another 2 upside down stairs. Now, below this one on the end, we'll do a spruce fence and a lantern. And we'll do the same thing right there. Then staying with your spruce fences, we're going to place 4 of them just in that corner. And another 4 of them in that corner. Now grab mud brick walls, and in front of this strip spruce, we're going to place 4. And we'll do the same right there. Then we'll place a single azalea leaf. Okay, we're going to move just to the left, and we're looking at the 2 spruce planks with the dirt on each end. Against all of those, we're just going to place 4 upside down spruce stairs. And then up above, we're going to do a spruce fence with a spruce fence gate beside it. Then on top of this stair, we're going to place 3 mud brick walls with some hanging roots in front of the window. And then just over here, we're going to place 4 mud brick walls. And now we're going to place some leaves. So look back over to where we did our stairs before. With jungle leaves, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then a 4th one down there and a 5th one. Now switch to azalea leaves. We'll place 1 right there. Then 2 and another one there. And then a jungle leaf. Okay, come back to the front of the building, and we're going to enter this room and look up at our planks in the ceiling, and below each of those we're going to do a spruce fence with a lantern below, then connect the fences with a spruce fence gate. Then look back toward the entrance. Each side here we're going to place 4 mud brick walls just like that. Now look to the side wall where our door is. Grab your spruce fence gates again and place a line of them all the way along there, and you can go ahead and open all of those up. And we're also going to do that on the opposite wall over here, so we're just placing them against all of the mangrove and then opening all of these up. Okay, once that's done, you can come back to the main entrance of the house, and with spruce stairs starting against this dirt block, we'll do 1, 2, 3 stairs upside down. Then on the end, we'll do 2 planks, and just in front of that, we'll do 2 stripped spruce logs. And on top of that log, we're going to place an extra log. Then look from the side, and on top of our logs, place 2 spruce trapdoors. And we'll do the exact same thing on the other side of the staircase. So 3 upside down stairs, 2 planks, 2 stripped spruce with an extra one on that log. Then look from the side and place your trapdoors on the logs. Then grab your spruce stairs again, and we're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 of them upside down. Okay, looking from the front again, I want you to swing around to the left, and we're looking at this stripped spruce log right here. We're going to place 2 flowering azalea leaves, and then 2 regular azalea leaves. Then come back to the front, we'll do a flowering azalea leaf there with an azalea next to it. And on the other side of our stairs, 2 flowering azalea. Then we're looking at this strip spruce. We're going to do an azalea leaf and a flowering azalea. Okay, each side of our front door, just underneath the stair, we're going to do a spruce fence and a lantern. So we'll do the same right there. Now switch to jungle fences, and just in front of this strip spruce log we'll place 4 right there, and then 4 mud brick walls, and we'll do the same on this side. So 4 jungle fences and 4 mud brick walls. Now swing around to the right hand side of the building, and all the way in the corner here, just on top of this log, we'll place a stripped spruce log with a spruce trapdoor on top. Then with upside down spruce stairs, we're just going to run these all the way along until we connect right there. And staying on this wall, just in this gap right here, we're going to place 4 mud brick walls. And in the same gap on the other end of the wall, we'll do the same thing. Now we have these 2 gaps in the center of the wall. We're just going to place a single mud brick wall down the bottom with 3 spruce fences on top of each. Now grab flowering azalea, the plant this time, not the leaf. We'll place it on the podzole, then 2 regular azalea and 2 more flowering. And then on this podzole, we'll do an azalea, 2 flowering, place another one on the end, then a regular azalea, and we'll place some hanging roots up there. And now we can swing around to the back of the building, and you can see we've got this stripped spruce log there. Just place another one on top, and then looking from the side, place a spruce trapdoor. Then with spruce stairs, we're just going to place some upside down all the way along here until we connect. Now each side of our window, we're going to do a spruce fence with a lantern. So we'll do another one right there. Then with jungle fences in front of this stripped spruce, we'll place 4 right there, and then 4 mud brick walls, and we'll do the same thing over here. So 4 jungle fences and 4 mud brick walls. Then on top of the podzole, we'll do 2 flowering azalea there with an extra one, and 2 regular azalea. Okay, we're going to keep moving around the building, and I want you to come along to this side right here. So you can see we've got these 4 dirt blocks. Against each of these, we're going to do a stripped spruce log with an oak button on the end. So we're just placing those against the dirt, so they're right on top of those upside down stairs. Then with spruce slabs, we're just going to run a line of them in between our logs, just against the top half of the log. Now just above this, grab some dirt blocks, and on top of that dirt we'll place 1 and another one on that dirt. Then we'll do 1 right in the middle. Then over here we'll do a netherrack. Look from the side, do a stripped mangrove log, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 mangrove planks. Then grab spruce stairs, and we're going to place 3 upside down against the dirt, and then 4 spruce slabs in between. And just behind this middle stair on top of the dirt, we'll do 2 mangrove logs with a stripped dark oak log and a dirt block on top. Just to the left of this, we'll do 2 white concrete with a bone block, then 2 bone blocks, then 1 bone block. And on the other side, we're going to do 1 bone block with 2 white concrete, then a smooth sandstone with a bone block on top, and then a stripped birch log. Okay, come along to this stair on the end. Against the top half of that, place a dark oak slab with a dark oak plank beside it, and we'll do the same on that side. Then I want you to stand on top of this middle stair, and we're going to look to one side, place 2 dark oak trapdoors, then hold shift and place a second one right there. And we'll look the other way and do the same thing. So in survival, you can jump onto that to get out, and then you can flick them all up, and that's how they should look when you're done. So then in the middle, we'll do 3 spruce fences, and then we're going to place dark oak stairs upside down. So probably climb up on top of here, and in survival, you're just going to do them just against the edges of these blocks. So that's how they will look, and you can do the same on this side. So 3 upside down stairs, just like that. Then grab dirt blocks. Starting behind this stair, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And we'll do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then back to your dark oak planks, we'll place 1 on top of the fences with an extra 2 on top. And we're going to be building next to this log with the button on it and this one right here. So come all the way to the end where it connects to the other building, and next to those logs, those mangrove logs, just place a line of deep slate tile blocks. When you get to the end here, just place a cobbled deep slate slab next to that button against the top half of that block. So we'll do the same thing over here. So follow this line down until it connects to the building and place your tiles all the way along with the slab next to the button on the end. Now what I build on this side, copy the same thing to the other side. So diagonally down from these blocks, we're going to place a line of dirt blocks just so we can build on top. So build that all the way out to the slab. And then on the final one here, we're going to place a deep slate. So it's not a cobbled deep slate, it's a regular deep slate. We're placing them every second block. Then in between, we'll place polished deep slate slabs just on top of the dirt. And then against the deep slate, we're going to place spruce buttons all the way along. And then you can go ahead and remove your dirt blocks. Okay, once you've built that on each side, come to the top of our triangle, look from the side and place 1, 2, 3, 4 polished deep slate stairs. Then 2 polished deep slate. The final one will have a polished deep slate slab on top. And then another slab just poking out to the side. And we'll do the same on this side. So our 4 stairs, 2 blocks, slab on top, and a slab to the side. Now look down at this cobbled deep slate slab. We're going to do another cobbled deep slate slab on top, then a cobbled deep slate, then 2 cobbled deep slate slabs. So we're coming up on the diagonal. We'll do the same here. So slab, block, and 2 slabs. Then against the dirt, we'll place 4 cobbled deep slate and another 4, and then just connect them with a cobbled deep slate slab against the top half of the blocks. Okay, swing around to this side of the roof, and against that mangrove plank, we're going to place a dirt, and we're just going to place a dirt block every second block until we can't place any more. And come to this side of the roof, and against that netherrack, we're going to start with the dirt and do the same thing, just placing one every second block. Now, what I built here, copy the same thing just over there. So in these gaps between our dirt, we're going to place deep slate tile blocks, and they will each have a deep slate tile slab in front. And then between our slabs, so in front of the dirt blocks, we're going to place cobbled deep slate, and each of those will have a cobbled deep slate slab in front. So go ahead and do the same thing over here. And staying at this part of the roof, come to the end where it connects to the other building. So not behind the first button, but behind the second one, we're going to come up to our first dirt block and place a cobbled deep slate slab there with a cobbled deep slate block behind it. Then we're going to build toward the triangle, so we're going to place extra slabs on top of those dirt blocks, and they will each have a cobbled deep slate behind. And then on the dirt blocks in between our cobbled deep slate, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep slate tile stairs. So we're only building on that part of the roof, and we're not building anything in that little section there. So we'll do the same thing on this side. So behind the second button in, that's where we put our slab and our block, and then we'll just build these toward the front. So slabs there with our cobbled blocks behind, and then in between those 5 deep slate tile stairs. Okay, climb up on top of your roof and come over to our bone blocks here. Just against these, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 dirt all on the diagonal, and then you can come down like that. Now against each of these dirt blocks, we're going to build a big line of dirt. So the ones at the bottom will finish just next to that cobbled deep slate block, and then we'll place an extra dirt just poking up on top. So place 9 blocks along there with an extra one on top. The next 2 are going to be 1 block longer than that line we just did. So we'll do that again here. So just extend it 1 block further than that one. And we'll do the same here. This will also be an extra block further. And these are just so we can build on our roof easily a little bit later. So extend that 1 block longer. Now the top line of dirt is going to be 2 blocks longer. So when you get to the same length as those ones, add an extra 2, and then we're going to make a little T just on the end. Okay, come around to the back of the building, and just on top of our bone blocks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 cobbled deep slate blocks, and then come around to the front of the building. Starting on that birch, we're going to do a cobbled deep slate, and then 2 more on the bone blocks, and we're going to build across from here. So what I build on this side, copy the same thing to the other side. So starting at the bottom block that we placed, we're just going to skip a block, place another, and another there, and another. And behind those, we're going to do another line, but this will be 1 block longer. So we're adding an extra cobbled deep slate. And the same thing here, we're just going to add an extra cobbled deep slate to the end. Now, in between these, we're going to place deep slate tile stairs. So starting next to the end of the roof, we're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 against the bottom level. So don't place 1 right there. And then we're going to place 6 for the next 2 levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And behind those, we'll place another 6. So that's how it should look. So just remember, we're leaving that bit empty. Go ahead, build the same thing on this side. Okay, climb up to the top of the roof and come along to where we have our T shape of dirt. Just in here, we're going to place 2 cobbled deep slate blocks. So they're just next to the other block. Then diagonally up from that, a cobbled deep slate slab with a cobbled deep slate block beside it. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So on top of the dirt, a slab, then a block, and then in between our blocks, we're just going to place a jack-o'-lantern. So that's how you should look. Then I want you to come to the front of the build, so down where our buttons are. Turn to the right, and you can see a dirt block. We'll place an upside-down spruce stair against that. And then against the top half of the log, we'll do 3 spruce slabs. Then diagonally from that last slab, we're just going to place a jungle leaf there. It's just to cover up that those slabs aren't connecting to the roof properly. And we'll do the same thing at the back of the build. So come down to where our buttons are. Turn to the left, you can see our dirt block. Place your upside down spruce stair. Just 1 slab this time. Then diagonally from the slab, we'll place a jungle leaf. Okay, we're going to build on top of this stair and slab. So the first block we're going to place will be behind the jungle leaf. So just look behind this, and on the first dirt block you can see in line with the leaf, just place a deep slate tile block with a dirt block beside it. Then against the dirt block, place 2 dark oak, then 2 stripped dark oak, then a stripped dark oak wood, that's the one with the bark texture on every side, with a spruce fence on the end, and we'll do something similar at the front. So find your jungle leaf, then look for the first dirt block behind that, which is right there. Place your deep slate tile block with the dirt block beside it, then 1, 2, 3, 4 dark oak, 2 stripped dark oak, a stripped dark oak wood, and a spruce fence. Alrighty, looking from the front, I want you to swing around to the right-hand side, and we're looking at this block of dirt right here. So place an upside down spruce stair against that. Then next to that, just against the top half of the stair, we're going to run a line of spruce slabs. When you get to the next dirt block, place an upside down spruce stair, but then place your slabs again. And we're going to finish against this dirt block with another upside down stair. Now on this slab, we're going to place a dirt block, so we can then place a dark oak wood against the side of that. So that's the one with the bark texture on every side. And we'll place a spruce fence just poking out on the end. Then grab dark oak logs, and we'll place 1, 2, 3. Then a stripped dark oak log. Then another 3 dark oak. Now back to your stripped logs. We're just going to run these all the way along until we get to this stair. So on top of the stair, we'll put a stripped dark oak wood with a fence poking out on the end. Now grab some mud brick slabs, and we're going to place one just against the side of that final log. And then we're going to continue to place one every second block until we finish right against the final log right there. And then each of these will have spruce trapdoors in between them. So then you can swing around to this side of the build, and we'll do the same thing. So starting on the last log, we're just going to place 4 slabs here with 3 spruce trapdoors, And then if you come to the back over here, we're going to do 3 slabs this time with 2 spruce trapdoors. And now we're going to build on top of this. So staying in this area, what we're going to do is on top of the last mud brick slab, we're going to place a mud brick block. On top of the next one, we'll do a jack-o'-lantern, and then we'll do a dirt on the next one. Then you can come up to the front of the build where we have the 4 mud brick slabs, and we'll begin on the first one with a mud brick, then a jack-o'-lantern, then a dirt, then another jack-o'-lantern. Now you can turn around, look over to this side. On the first mud brick slab, we'll do a mud brick, a jack-o'-lantern, then a dirt, and we're just alternating between jack-o'-lanterns and dirt so the light will shine down in between the trapdoors. When you get to the final one, just place a mud brick. And staying with your mud brick blocks, we're going to look at it from this side. Well, you won't be flying, you will be standing on top of the blocks like that. But what we're going to do is against the mud brick, we're going to place another mud brick, and we're just going to place them against the dirt and the jack-o'-lantern so it's poking out from the side of the build. Now against the end one here, we're going to put a deep slate tile block, and then we're just going to place them in between all of our bricks that we just placed with an extra one poking out on the end. And that will be the same for these smaller sections. So against the mud brick, we'll place another mud brick, and against the jack-o'-lantern and against the dirt. Then we'll put a deep slate tile on that side and an extra 3 so we have one poking out. And you can come to the front, place in your 4 mud bricks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep slate tiles. Okay, staying in this section at the front of the build, I want you to come along to the final mud brick we have here, and just diagonally down from that place a dirt block, and we're going to build this out 1 block past that final deep slate tile block. Now against the deep slate tile block, against the top half of it, we'll do a cobbled deep slate slab. Then on top of the dirt, we'll do a regular deep slate, so it's not cobbled, it's the normal deep slate. And we're just going to place one every second block all the way to the end as far as we can go. And all of these will have spruce buttons on the side except for that final one that we placed because we can't place a spruce button there. And then grab polished deep slate slabs and we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 5th one on top of that stair. And then you can break all of those dirt blocks we just placed. Then come to the back of the build and we'll do the same thing. So diagonally down from the mud brick, place your dirt, build it out 1 block further than that, then put in your cobbled deep slate slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep slate, and then place your polished deep slate slabs in between and your spruce buttons on the side, and remove your dirt. And you guessed it, we're going to do the exact same thing up this end, so you'll need to build it down like that to do your dirt, place it 1 block further out and build it all the way along and extend it 1 block further than that. Cobbled deep slate slab on the end, deep slate blocks just in front of those mud bricks, 1 on the end right there with another cobbled deep slate slab on the end. Then go ahead, place in your buttons and then polished deep slate slabs on top of the dirt. And once you're done, go ahead and remove your dirt. Okay, swing around to the back of the building, and just in this section right here, we're going to place a spruce slab each side of that log, and we're going to place a spruce slab each side of that log. Then grab spruce trapdoors and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all at the same height. And we'll do the exact same thing at the front, although it looks a little different because we've got these big logs sticking out. But each side of the big log we'll do our spruce slab, and then we'll go in and place our 5 spruce trapdoors. And once again, what I built here at the front, copy the same thing to the back. So just behind the trapdoors, you can see we've got these 4 dirt blocks along this line. We're just going to place an extra dirt block on top of each of those. And then we're going to connect our dirt blocks with stripped mangrove. Then against the front of the dirt, we're going to place 4 upside down spruce stairs. And then we're going to place spruce slabs in between them, just against the top half of the mangrove. Then grab some dirt blocks and starting next to that mud brick, we're just going to run a line of dirt all the way along. So come along to the back of the build, find your 4 dirt blocks and do the exact same thing. Okay, staying at the back of the build, I want you to place a jack-o'-lantern on top of the middle slab so you can line it up with that composter if you like. Then grab stripped dark oak logs. On this side we'll place 1, 2, 3, then a dark oak log, then another 3 stripped dark oak logs, and then on the end we'll place an upside down dark oak stair. And then on this side we'll do 1 stripped dark oak log, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark oak logs, then another stripped one, and then we'll place our upside down dark oak stair. Now grab spruce trapdoors, place one against the side of the jack-o'-lantern, then skip 2 blocks, place another, skip 2 blocks and place another, and we will do the same on this side, so our trapdoors are just above those logs with the buttons. And then come to the front of the building and we're going to build something similar, but the texturing will be a little different. So follow this dirt down until you get to the mud brick. Just look from the side and we'll start with our upside down dark oak stair just against the mud brick. Then we're going to do 1 stripped dark oak log and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our dark oak. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripped dark oak. 2 dark oak, 1 stripped, and we'll place our upside down dark oak stair. Now just behind these logs I want you to find the center dirt block and we'll place another dirt on top so you can line it up with that composter again. And we're going to build this 7 blocks tall, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then each side of this we're going to skip 2 blocks, then do a dirt with 2 stripped birch logs facing straight up, and 2 dirt on the end, and we'll do the same here. Skip 2, then a dirt, 2 birch, and 2 dirt. So build the exact same thing on the opposite side. Okay, once you've built that on both sides, we're going to stay at the back of the building, and just to the side of this big pillar we did, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 smooth sandstone with a sand block right there, then 1, 2, 3, 4 bone blocks, then 3 white concrete and a bone block on top. And on the other side of our dirt pillar, we're going to skip a block and then do 1, 2, 3 smooth sandstone, then 1, 2, 3 bone blocks all on the diagonal. Then you can do 4 white concrete straight up and another 2 white concrete there. And then you can come to the front of the building and we're going to do something similar. So just to the left of this pillar, we'll do 2 bone blocks, then a smooth sandstone, a bone block, and another smooth sandstone. Then grab white concrete and we'll place 2 just like that, and we'll place a bone block right there. Then back to your smooth sandstone, we're going to place 2 like that, and then 2 blocks of sand on top. And on the other side of our pillar, we'll begin with 2 smooth sandstone, 2 bone blocks on the dirt with a sand beside it, then 3 white concrete. On top of those, we'll do 2 bone blocks, then a smooth sandstone with a sand on top. And this is the reason why this is such a long tutorial, because there is so much texturing. But we are basically done with the texturing, I think, so things will go a lot faster from here. So now what I built here at the front, just go ahead and copy the exact same thing to the back. So each side of this center dirt pillar, we have these single dirt blocks. We're just going to place upside down spruce stairs against those dirt with 2 spruce slabs each side, just against the top half of those stairs. And you can place a stripped dark oak log in the middle just so we have a smooth surface to walk on. Then I want you to come to the end of our slabs right here. We'll place an upside down dark oak stair with a dark oak plank beside it. Then on top of that slab, another dark oak plank with a dark oak slab right there. And we'll do the same on this side. So next to the final slab, upside down stair, then a plank, then a plank on top of the slab, and then a slab right there. Then you can go ahead and stand on your log right here, and we're going to look from the side, place 3 upside down dark oak stairs like that, and on that side another 3. So we're placing them just like that against the top block on each side. And then staying on top of your log, look to the side, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 dark oak trapdoors. Hold shift, place a second one there, and then on this one we're going to place 3 just like that. So when you flick them all up, we have 1 trapdoor, 2 trapdoors, and 3 trapdoors. So go ahead and do the same thing right here. And once you've got those in survival, you can pillar up from here with stripped dark oak. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped dark oak with a shroom light on top and a mangrove trapdoor just on the front of that. Then on top of the light, we'll do a dirt block and then another shroom light. And this time we're going to put mangrove trapdoors just on the 2 sides of that shroom light. So everything I just built here, go ahead and build the same thing on this side. And once again, what I built here, copy the same thing to the other side. So starting next to the bottom shroom light, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 dirt blocks. Then we're going to skip a block and place another dirt block down there. Then grab polished deep slate stairs on top of the first dirt block we placed. Place your stair like that, and we'll place 4 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then on the next block down, do a polished deep slate with a polished deep slate slab beside it. Then we'll do another polished deep slate with another polished deep slate slab beside that. Then looking from this side, underneath that slab, do a right way up deep slate tile stair. So we'll do the exact same thing over here. So we're going to place our 5 dirt blocks, our 4 polished deep slate stairs, then a polished deep slate with the slab, block, slab, and then our tile stair underneath. Okay, just on the edge of our roof we have this deep slate with the button on it, and that has a cobbled deep slate beside it. We're just going to place another cobbled deep slate slab on top of that, with a cobbled deep slate beside that. Then we're just going to keep building up on the diagonal, so do 2 cobbled deep slate slabs, then a block, then 2 slabs, and a block. And we'll do the same on this side. So start with a slab, then a block, 2 slabs and a block, 2 slabs and a block. So do that on the other side as well. And we do have a tiny bit more texturing to do, so we're just going to alternate between some deep slate and cobbled deep slate. So the first thing I want you to do is come to the front of the building, and against the top dirt block we're just going to do a right way up cobbled deep slate stair. And then with deep slate, we're going to place 3 against the dirt blocks. And then on this side, we'll do 2 deep slate. And then against the final dirt, we'll just do a cobbled deep slate. So it's very subtle, but there's a nice bit of texturing there. Then you can come to the back of the building. We'll begin with our cobbled deep slate stair. And then 3 cobbled deep slate on that dirt. On this side, we'll do 1 cobbled deep slate, and then 2 deep slate. Alrighty, looking from the front, I want you to swing around to the right-hand side, and just behind these first 2 mud bricks, you can see dirt block. Just next to that dirt block, we're going to place a deep slate tile block. Then just behind that, you can see there's the birch log. We're going to place a dirt block on top of that with a deep slate tile block beside that. Now from both of these blocks, what we're going to do is just go dirt, deep slate tiles, dirt, deep slate tiles. So the same here, we're just alternating between the dirt and deep slate tiles and just keep building that until we connect on the other side. So when you're done, you should have 2 lines with alternating blocks just running all the way along. So now we're going to come over to this jack-o'-lantern we have here. Just look from the side, you can see the 2 dirt blocks there. We're going to place a deep slate tile block there and then 1 against that dirt. And we're just going to alternate from those all the way along until we connect. And on the opposite side, same thing. So against the dirt, a deep slate tile, and 1 against that dirt, and then just alternate your blocks until you connect. Okay, once you've done your 2 alternating lines of blocks, I want you to come to the inside of our triangle here, and you can see this big dirt pillar going all the way up the top. So not against the top one, but against the second one from the top, we're going to place a dirt block with 1, 2, 3 more dirt on the diagonal and another 3 on that side. And all we're going to do from these dirt is just build these all the way along until we connect on the other side. And this dirt is just going to help us build our roof. So now I want you to come along to the side of the roof where we have this jack-o'-lantern in the middle. Just behind that, we're going to place 3 deep slate tile stairs. And beside those, we're going to do 3 cobbled deep slate blocks on each side. Then just beside these blocks, starting from the top, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 of our tile stairs. Then you can see this block here, just against the bottom half of that, we'll do a deep slate tile slab, and we'll do the same on this side. So our 4 stairs, then against the bottom half of that block, we're going to do our slab. Now you can come up the top here and just every second block, go ahead and place a deep slate tile stair just like that. And we're going to build down from each of these, and this will be exactly the same. So below that, we'll go 1, 2, 3 stairs. Then against the bottom half of that block, do a deep slate tile slab, and the bottom half of that block, another deep slate tile slab. So we're just adding 3 stairs and then 2 slabs. So do that for each of these. And we're going to build the same thing on the other side of the roof. Probably easier to start with the slabs this time. So you can see we've got our 2 lines of alternating blocks. Just against the deep slate tile blocks, we're going to place our deep slate tile slabs against the bottom half of the blocks. So go ahead and do that for each of those lines. And then just behind each of these, we're going to build 4 of our deep slate tile stairs. So just go ahead and place all of these in. And then to fill in the rest of the roof, we're just going to use cobbled deep slate blocks and cobbled deep slate slabs. So we'll begin next to the top stairs. So place 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of our cobbled deep slate. And then it's just going to be slab, block, slab, block, slab. And it's exactly the same, just over and over on both sides. So you'll do the same here. So 4 blocks, slab, block, slab, block, and slab. And obviously you'll just skip past the middle bit on this side. So you'll do your 4 blocks here, then your alternating blocks and slabs. Then you can just skip over that part of the roof and come here and keep building. So just go ahead and do this all the way around our roof. So this is how you should look when you're done with that roof all filled in, but with our jack-o'-lantern and this line of dirt still visible. And the opposite side looks like that, completely filled in. So now we're going to come up to the very top of the roof here, and starting next to this dirt block, we're going to place a deep slate tile block, and we're just going to place one every second block all the way along. Then in between those, we're going to place dirt blocks. Then what I build on this side, just copy to the other side. Against our dirt blocks, we're going to place upside down mangrove stairs. Then in between our stairs, we're going to place mangrove trapdoors all the way along. So go ahead, do the same thing right here. And once that's done, I want you to find the dirt block right in the middle and place a dark oak slab on top. And you'll notice the middle of this roof doesn't actually line up with that jack-o'-lantern there. It's one block toward the front of the build. Then what we're going to do is look toward our slab and place right way up dark oak stairs all the way along until you reach the shroom light. Then on the other side of the shroom light, we're just going to place 1 more stair. Then on top of the light, we'll do a dark oak plank, and we'll do an upside down stair against that. And then on top of that stair, look in the other direction and do a right way up stair. And then next to our plank, we're just going to do a dark oak slab, and we'll do the same on this side. So looking in this direction, place your right way upstairs with an extra one that side of the shroom light. On top of the light, do a plank, upside down stair, look the other way, do a right way up stair with a slab right there, and then just grab dark oak trapdoors, and we're going to run these all the way along the top. So place it on top of that slab in the middle and on all of our stairs. Okay, now we're going to come down to this section of roof, and I want you to look at your jack-o'-lantern, and starting there, we're going to place our right way up dark oak stairs just on top of the dirt. When you reach the end here, just place another right way up stair just there with an upside down one just above it. Then look in this direction, place a right way up stair, then grab a dark oak slab and place it right there. Then you can just run your dark oak trapdoors, all the way along and finish just on top of our jack-o'-lantern, and that will help stop mobs from spawning up here. Then I want you to grab some mangrove trapdoors, and starting at the end over here, just on top of the deep slate tile stairs, we're going to place them every second block with an extra one right there. And we'll do the same here. So on top of the stairs, we'll place them. And the final one will be on top of the cobbled deep slate. Alrighty, I want you to come down to the front door, and we're going to place a mud brick wall right there and another one right there. Now on top of these, we're going to place 3 spruce fences, then a tough brick wall, and then a stripped oak wood. And I'm going to put an oak trapdoor on the front, and then on the left-hand side, I'm going to place another oak trapdoor. So we'll do the same over here. We'll do our 3 fences, the tough brick wall, stripped oak wood, trapdoor on the front, and then this time we'll swing around to the right and place another oak trapdoor. Now on top of this, I'm going to place bamboo planks, and I'll place another one against the end of that log. And then on this side, we'll do an oak plank. And then on top of this one, I'm going to do an oak plank on top with another one to the left, and then one on the end of that log. And we'll switch to slabs, so I'm going to place a bamboo slab between those 2 blocks, and then half a block lower, I'm going to place 3 bamboo slabs in front, then grab an oak slab, we'll place one on the end there, and then on this end we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to add an extra 3 just up there. Now back to your bamboo slabs, we'll place 1, 2, and 3 between those blocks, and then down in front we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just behind this oak plank, we're going to place an oak slab just against the top half of the block. On top of that, we'll do a bamboo slab with an oak plank behind it. Then back to your oak slabs, we'll place one there and another on top, so we're just going up on the diagonal. And on this side, we'll do the exact same thing, but we're just going to reverse the colours. So we'll start with a bamboo slab with an oak slab on top. Then we'll do bamboo planks, and then 1 and 2 bamboo slabs. Okay, now we'll fill in the rest of the roof. So we'll begin next to this oak slab here. We're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 more oak slabs, and then grab your bamboo slabs and just run those all the way to the end. Then with your oak slabs again, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bamboo, and you can finish with an oak slab right there. This time we'll begin with bamboo. We'll place 2 right there, then 1, 2, 3, 4 oak, then another 2 bamboo with 3 oak to connect. Now I want you to come underneath, and we're going to look toward the front, and just where the log meets the bamboo there, just on the bamboo, we're going to place a bamboo trapdoor, and then just place these all the way along like that, and then flick them all down. And that's how you should look when you're done. Alrighty, we're going to look in this corner of the build over here, and right there we'll place a scaffolding with some red carpet on top, and then look up to that spruce fence. We're going to hang 2 chains from that. Underneath we'll do a flower pot with an azalea inside, and then you can see these 2 leaf blocks next to our stairs. We're just going to look from the side and place an anvil in there. Then grab your flower pots again. We'll place 1 right there and 1 right there. Both of these are going to have a dead bush inside with jungle leaves on top, so do that for both of those. Okay, now I want you to come around to the back of the building and we're going to do 2 more flower pots. So right here we'll do our dead bush with our jungle leaf, and in the same spot on this side the flower pot, dead bush and the jungle leaf. Then look up at that spruce fence up there. We're going to hang 2 chains. We'll do a flower pot and place in a cherry sapling. Okay, we're going to decorate the interior. So come into this first room and we're going to place a mangrove fence in all 4 corners of the room. And then where the crafting table is, we're going to hang a chain from the fence and do a flower pot with a torch flower. Turn around, and where our sandstone is, we're just going to hang a lantern from that fence there. Then you can look up at your composter and we're going to place a hopper underneath that, then hold shift and place a lantern. Then on each side of our lantern, we're going to place a crimson sign, so 4 in total. Okay, now we're going to go through to the next room, and in that corner over there, just on the dirt, we'll place a coarse dirt with 2 waxed weathered copper trapdoors each side, a dead bush on top, then flowering azalea leaves, and regular azalea leaves. Now in all the other corners, apart from the one where we just did the plant, we're going to do a mangrove fence and a lantern. So we're placing one of these in the other 3 corners. Then look back over this wall where our plant is, just on top of the dirt. We're going to place 3 beehives with 3 red candles. And I want to place a painting right here, a 2 tall painting. So above the center beehive up there, we'll do a temporary block. Another one above the candles, and I'm going to use the prairie ride painting. Now we're going to grab our temporary blocks again. We'll place 2 on each side like that. And against these, we're going to place hanging bamboo signs. So 2 on each side. Then you can break your temporary blocks. Then just above the top sign, we're going to place 2 bamboo trapdoors. Alrighty, now we're going to turn around and face the opposite wall where our 2 lanterns are. Underneath the lanterns, we'll do a flower pot with a dead bush and a mangrove leaf. So we'll do another one on that side. Then in the center of this wall, we'll place 3 bookshelves, and they will have a beehive on each end, and then we'll do 5 brown carpet over the top. Now turn to the right and just diagonally up from this mangrove leaf, I want you to place a spruce trapdoor right there. That will have a flower pot on top with a birch sapling. Just next to that, we'll do a spruce fence gate. You can open it up and place a spruce trapdoor just above it. And just below our shelf, you can place a scaffolding right there. Now turn back to our bookshelves. Just in front of each of these, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snow blocks. So place all of those in. Then grab warped slabs. We'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then cyan carpet, we'll place 1 on that dirt and 1 on the jack-o'-lantern. Then back to snow, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then on these 2 dirt, we're just going to place 2 snow layers. So this looks like an unmade bed. Someone's just whipped the blanket off and it's hanging on the floor and it's an absolute mess. Okay, we're going to go back through this door to the front room, and I want you to turn to the left, and just against that dirt block in the corner, we'll do an upside down spruce stair with 2 spruce trapdoors beside it. Then look in this direction, and against that bone block, we'll do another upside down spruce stair. And then on that dirt block, we'll do a stripped spruce wood, so that's with the bark texture on every side. 3 sea pickles on that and a brewing stand next to it. Now on top of the jack-o'-lantern, we'll do a cauldron, and directly above the cauldron, so on that block right there, we're going to hang a grindstone. And from the grindstone, just hold shift, place an iron bar, then a chain. Below that, we'll do another iron bar, and then a chain. And just to the right of this, on top of the dirt, we'll place 2 smooth red sandstone slabs in the middle, with acacia slabs each side, and then we're going to place down 4 mangrove trapdoors, so it's a low table with some seats around it. Then we're going to turn around and look at this wall. I want you to place a temporary block right there where that crossbeam meets the wall. And then over here, we're going to place one just next to that fence. So now what I want you to do is stand next to your crafting table, hold shift and place 4 spruce trapdoors. So when you flick them down, that's how they look, and you can remove that temporary block. Now we're going to stand in this corner, look toward the front, and do the same thing. 4 spruce trapdoors, flick them all down and break your temporary block. Then on top of the dirt, we'll do a smoker with 3 spruce slabs and a pale oak pressure plate. And just next to the top left-hand trapdoor, we'll place 2 chiseled bookshelves with 2 brown carpet just on top. And I'm going to place some books in here. So I'll place 3 in that one and 2 in that one. Then grab spruce slabs, we'll place them right there. And you can grab a flower pot, place it on top with a fern. And then I want you to look from the side, place a campfire right there and put it out with a shovel. And then looking from the front, we'll place another campfire there. You can put it out and add 3 raw mutton. And just above this campfire, we'll do an upside down spruce stair and another one with 2 spruce slabs. And then we'll place a decorated pot in the corner. So we're done with this room. I want you to come to the front of the build and then swing around to the left-hand side. And counting from that slab there, we're going to skip 2 blocks. Then place a stone brick stair, so looking in the same direction I am. Next to that, we'll do 3 smooth stone slabs. Then I want you to turn around, look in this direction. We're going to place 2 stone bricks right there. Then a stone brick stair with our 3 smooth slabs. And then we'll place a stone block on the end. In this gap, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 polished basalt with 2 regular basalt on top. And on top, we're going to place a dirt block and we're going to surround it with upside down deep slate brick stairs. Then we'll place another dirt on top of the dirt. Now toward the front of the building, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 polished basalt with a right way up deep slate brick stair. And then toward the back, we're going to place a regular basalt, then a polished basalt, and then an upside down deep slate brick stair. Now back to our dirt. Each side of this, we're going to place a dark oak stair with a dark oak slab on top. Then come down to the bottom. On top of this stone, we'll place a mud brick wall, and then we'll place another one right there. On the front one, we're going to place 3 jungle fences with a spruce fence on top. And on top of the back wall, we'll do 1 spruce fence and 3 jungle fences. And just next to this mud brick wall, we're going to place an anvil right there. Then above the anvil, we're just going to hang chains all the way down until it connects to the anvil like that. Then looking from the front of the build, grab a grindstone and we're going to place it underneath the deep slate brick stair. Then with chains again, we're going to place 2 going sideways just into the grindstone like that. And then hold shift and we're going to have chains coming down from the grindstone. And at the bottom, we're going to place a composter. So then we're just going to scatter some hidden lighting. So we'll place a jack-o'-lantern there with some moss carpet. Over here, we're going to place another one in the ground with moss carpet on top. And then over at the front door, we'll do a jack-o'-lantern there with some moss carpet. Okay, now I want you to come to this room over here, and in the back left-hand corner, we'll place a block of bamboo facing straight up, then 2 on their sides, we'll do a scaffolding there, and 2 more in front, and in this corner, we'll do a decorated pot, then a cauldron, anvil on top, and a lantern. Now turn to the left and find the center of the window. So we're going to skip this first block, but on the next one, we'll do a polished andesite slab with another in front, with 2 stone cutters on each side, and then 2 spruce slabs on each end. And just over here, you can place a chest next to the wall, and then grab spruce signs, and we're going to place 5 along here. So you can place them on the slabs, but you'll need to hold shift to place them on the stone cutters. So once you've got those 5 in, jump up on your window and do the exact same thing on this side. Okay, once that's done, grab an item frame, come over to this wall where our door is, and right here we're going to place the item frame with a clock. Then directly below that on the floor we'll do a block of diorite with a polished diorite slab beside it. On the other side we'll do a polished diorite with a diorite slab on top, and then 2 smooth stone slabs. Okay, now we're going to go through this doorway, and as soon as you come through, I want you to place 2 dark oak stairs right there. If you want to, when we're placing blocks in this room, you can replace the blocks in the floor with dirt because they won't be visible. Now on the concrete just beside that, I want you to count to the 3rd concrete up and place an oak trapdoor. Then we'll skip a block, place another with a temporary block above so we can place in a painting and break your block. Then turn to the left, and up the top here we're going to place 4 spruce trapdoors. Then hold shift, we'll place another spruce trapdoor there with 1 against it, and then you can place another one on the end. We'll do a flower pot right there with a fern. Then back to your dark oak stairs, look in this direction and place 2 more. Then grab an ender chest, place it in the corner with 2 brown carpet in front. And staying with your brown carpet, starting on the jack-o'-lantern, we'll place 3 right there, then 1 and another 1. Now we're going to look at the wall where our doorway is. Right up the end here we're going to place 4 barrels against the wall, and then 1, 2, 3 spruce trapdoors. We'll do a double chest right there. Then hold shift, place a campfire looking from the side, and you can put it out. Now back to your spruce trapdoors, starting against the bone block we'll place 3 right there. We're going to do a decorated pot and a lantern. Then with spruce trapdoors again, look from this side and hold shift and place 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we flick them down, it looks like that. Okay, grab a temporary block and just on that sandstone in the corner, place it there, then hold shift and place 4 oak trapdoors against it. And you can flick all of those down and pick up your block. Then turn to the left with spruce trapdoors. We're just going to cover up those 3 blocks. Then we'll put a barrel in the corner facing straight up with a chest beside it. 1 scaffolding there and 2 right there. Okay, I want you to come back to the front of the build and come along to this moss carpet. Just in front of that, we're going to place a grass, then a polished tuff slab, polished andesite, and a polished tuff. Then we're going to look from this side in front of the slab. We're going to dig up that block, place a coarse dirt with an andesite slab beside it, then 2 polished tuff. We'll do a polished tuff slab right there, and then a polished andesite slab on top of that block. Then I want you to dig up those 2 blocks. We'll place in 2 coarse dirt. We'll do a stone button right there and some grass. And you can look back over at your front door. Just in this corner here, we're going to place a grass. Then on the other side of the stone brick, we're going to skip a block and then place a campfire, and you can put it out with a shovel. Next to that, we'll do a polished andesite, and then we're going to dig up those 4 blocks. We'll place in 3 gravel and a coarse dirt. Then you can place a campfire right there and put it out with a shovel. Then look from this side, we're going to place a spruce fence gate and open it up. And then grab spruce signs, and we're going to place 3 just along there. And on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. So just another 3 spruce signs. Okay, now I want you to swing around here so you're looking at the scaffolding with the red carpet on top. Just in front of these 2 bushes, I want you to dig up those 2 blocks and place in 2 deep slate. Then we're going to dig up 1, 2, 3 and place coarse dirt in those. Grab some grass, we'll place one on that coarse dirt, and then each side of our 2 leaf blocks. And then we'll place a stone button right there. Then grab a dead brain coral block, place it there, and we're just going to place a spruce trapdoor on all 4 sides. And then we're going to turn around, look over to where our crane is. Just over here, we're going to dig up those 3 blocks and place in coarse dirt. And we'll do another one right there. That will have grass on top and another grass right there. Okay, now we're going to put in our path. And I'm not going to show you how to do this block for block. I'll just give you the overhead view. So you can do yours randomly if you like, or you can try and copy mine And it doesn't really matter if you can't figure out if this should be a cobblestone or that should be a coral. It's all just random anyway, so you can do it however you like. But these are the blocks I'm using, so path block, coarse dirt, mossy cobble, we have a dead horn coral block, we've got some gravel in there, and stone, and I think there's one stone stair just over here to make a little dent in the road. But what I'll do is I'll just give you the overhead view. So if you want, you can copy it exactly how I've done, or you can just do a random approximation. So that is it. That is your Mason's Stone Yard 100% complete. So you can just go ahead and remove the rest of the dirt border, unless, of course, you want to turn this into a villager trading centre, in which case we will now continue by putting the fence around this thing so our villagers can't get out. Alrighty, so looking at the front of the build, I want you to come along to this log right here with the trapdoor on top and the two bushes down there. We're just going to break that trapdoor, add another stripped spruce log with a spruce slab on top, then grab a jungle fence and just connect it to that fence right there. Then grab azalea leaves. Next to this azalea, we'll place one there. Then a flowering azalea leaf, then two stripped spruce logs with our spruce slab on top. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 azalea leaves with two flowering azalea in between and an extra one right there. Then on the end of these leaves, we'll do 2 more stripped spruce with our spruce slab. Then on top of the leaves, we'll place 4 spruce fences there, and we'll place 3 right there. Then grab spruce trapdoors, and we're just going to place them all the way along the top like that, including on top of the leaf. And we're going to turn the corner, so next to this log, we'll do 2 azalea leaves, then 2 stripped spruce logs with our slab on top, the 2 fences with trapdoors on top, and now we're going to leave a 5 block gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On block number 6, we'll do another 2 logs with our slab on top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 azalea leaves with a flowering azalea leaf on the end. Then you can do your 2 logs with the slab, and then you guessed it, 5 fences on top, and place in your trapdoors. And next to this log, we'll do 2 azalea leaves, 2 flowering azalea, then a regular one with our 2 logs and the slab, and then we'll do 1 flowering azalea leaf and 1, 2, 3, 4 azalea with an extra one poking up right there. Then you can break that dirt, place in your 2 logs with the slab on top. We'll place 4 fences there, then 5 there, and cover all of our fences and the leaf block with trapdoors. Okay, we're going to turn the corner again, and I want you to start picking up these dirt blocks. And we're going to pick them up all the way to these 2 leaf blocks right here. Then we'll place a flowering azalea leaf right there with a short grass. And then with a stripped spruce log right here in between our leaves, we'll place 2 with our slab on top. Then in this gap, we'll do a spruce fence with our trapdoor on top, so we're connecting it to the building. Then looking from this direction, grab azalea leaves. So we're going to place 3 right there, then skip a block, do another 2. Then we'll do a flowering azalea leaf and another one right there. On the end, do your 2 strip spruce with the slab, 3 spruce fences, and then 5 spruce trapdoors. And next to this log, we're going to place 2 azalea leaves with a grass in front, then 2 flowering azalea leaves, an azalea on the end, and another one on the diagonal with some grass in between. Just behind these, we'll do our 2 strip spruce with the slab on top. Then back to azalea leaves, we'll place 2 right there, and another 2, and then 1, 2, 3 of the flowering azalea leaves. Grab your spruce fences, we'll place 3 in there, and 5 along here. Just place in your spruce trapdoors all the way along. Okay, we are finished with this dirt surrounding our build. You can just go ahead and pick all of it up. Okay, looking at the front of the build, I want you to come along to this corner. We're going to place a spruce fence there with a lantern on top. Then come along to the next strip spruce log. We're going to put an azalea leaf in front with a flowering azalea on the left. Then skip a block and place a lilac. Come to the next spruce pillar, just diagonally from that we'll do a grass. Now come over to the front entrance. Each side of this we're going to put a spruce fence with a lantern on top and then a moss carpet each side of the fence. Now I want you to come in here in between our logs and we're going to dig down 3 blocks all the way along. This is to stop mobs from getting in and our villagers getting out. And we're also going to dig down 3 blocks right there. So grab some signs. I'm using spruce signs, but it doesn't matter. Just run 5 along there. And then you can place another one right there. And I also want you to place a jack-o'-lantern just under that log, just to make sure we have enough light down there that nothing's going to spawn. Then hold shift and on top of our signs, just place your moss carpet. So it's just like we did in the doorway over there. Mobs won't want to cross this. And then you can also come along to this corner here. We'll place a jack-o'-lantern in the ground with some more moss carpet. Okay, now we're going to look at our front entrance from this side. Skip the first spruce log, but in front of the second one, place a grass with another grass right there. Then on this side, we're going to dig up that block, place a jack-o'-lantern with moss carpet and another one beside it. Then in front of the next spruce, we'll do a cauldron with a grindstone on that side. And then on this side, we'll do a dark oak fence gate and open it up. Then in the corner over here, we're going to do a jack-o'-lantern with moss carpet and another one right there. Then a flowering azalea leaf in front. And then just in front of the next spruce, we'll do another grass. And then next to this grass, we'll place a spruce fence there. And then another one right there next to the moss. Then we'll do a terracotta, 2 bricks, we'll do a brick slab on top of that one, and 2 more brick slabs right there, then a granite slab, and then a polished granite slab. In front of that one, we'll do a polished tough wall, and another one right there. Then we'll dig up those 2 blocks and place in 2 coarse dirt. And then on top of our spruce fences, we're going to add an extra spruce fence. And on top of the tough walls, we're going to add 2 spruce fences. Now you can jump up on top of your trapdoors here. On top of that fence, we'll do a bamboo slab. Next to that, we'll do 3 oak slabs. Then against the top half of that fence, we're going to do a bamboo slab with another one beside it, and then 2 oak slabs. Then we're going to place an oak slab on each of our fences there with 2 bamboo slabs in between. And that is it. Once again, your build is 100% complete, so you can go ahead and bring in up to 4 masons. You probably want to make sure they're masons before you bring them in here, because they might link up with one of the cauldrons or even the composter. But yeah, if you wanted to have some other guys in here linking to those workstations, then you could do that as well. And they should spend most of their time hanging out right here and not going inside the house. If one ever does manage to escape somehow, then all you need to do to bring him back in is just break a few fences like that. He will see his workstation and he'll go straight back into it. So that was a very long tutorial, but I do think it's worth it. This is a super cool alternative to a boring trading hall. It looks much, much nicer. So if you made it this far, congratulations, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I should add that. Bye-bye.